y'all, welcome back to my channel. Ignore the loudness in the background. I do have a son, like I said before, and he's watching his Christian learning channel, okay? But anywho, how are you guys? I hope you guys are having a great day so far or a great morning. So this video is kind of like impromptu. I am making my son's birthday cake, and I just took the cakes out the freezer. So backtrack. I baked the cakes last night, and I also made buttercream, and I'm gonna make some more fondant today. But anyways, I took the cakes out the freezer and I did cut them myself, and I think I did a very good job. I'm gonna show you a video. So yes, guys, this is the cake. I froze it and I shaped it off camera. I had to watch some YouTube videos. It's not perfect, but I think I did really good. I also added some simple syrup, I think that's what you call it, to it, just to keep that moisture as I was getting the cake ready for me to decorate. And yeah, so I also started applying the buttercream off camera. This was the first one. Y'all, it was looking kind of rough. Now, I do wish that I didn't put as much buttercream, but this is my first time. And I made my fondant as well off camera, and I made it myself. And this is a gel color because they said that's the best one to use, and that color is sky blue. So I'm gonna go ahead, and that is shortening right there. So the shortening is used to keep everything from sticking together, and that was some powdered sugar in that silver container just to also keep it from sticking to the bottom. So yeah, I'm just applying that here on my clean countertop, and I'm gonna go ahead, put some shortening on my hands and my fingers so that the marshmallow fondant does not stick to my hands. And I'm just kneading that in just to make sure it's soft into the stretchiness that it's supposed to be according to YouTube University. So yeah, I'm just kneading that in. It took me a little time. This is a lot of work. I was in the kitchen sweating like anything for my baby boy. And again, just kneading that in. Now the marshmallow recipe was super easy. You just need marshmallows, water, and powdered sugar, and of course the color of the fondant that you want it to be. And I was just going ahead and preparing this for the next day because I did not add it on that night. I was pretty tired from preparing everything, but I don't know, it just made me think about the cost of everything and how long it takes people to do things. There's that stretch. So I kind of appreciate, people who bake cakes, but yeah, I'm gonna do it for myself from here on out. So I think I added like 3 or 4 drops, 4 for sure. And I'm just gonna add some more shortening and knead that in to get it to the color and the consistency that I like. I had to add some shortening on the counter because it was sticking to the counter and I did not want that. So yeah, I'm just gonna knead it till I get it to the color that I would like it to be. As you can see, it is the color that I want it to be, a sky blue. That took some time, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. I had to edit out a whole bunch of minutes, like maybe 15. And I'm gonna wrap that up and just set that to the side. Here I also made my buttercream off camera. I wish I would have recorded that, but yeah, I was just whipping it up, child, just whipping it up. And I took my cake out of the refrigerator and I added the buttercream. Y'all, this gave me a run for my money. Okay, the money that I saved on purchasing the cake was major, but the stress of it all, like my cake was so round at the top, I had to actually like go back off camera after watching some videos. I heated up a knife and I cut the top off just so it could be a little more flat. I wish I would have showed you guys that as well, but here I'm just cleaning up the patches, like adding buttercream where I see imperfections at, and yeah, that is the cake. So here I was preparing to get the fondant ready for me to put on top of the cake. Now, again, guys, I am a beginner. This is my first time ever baking a cake. This is my first time ever baking cakes, yet alone doing anything to this, extent. So it was a lot for me to learn and try to, digest, but I did my best. And I was just kind of like rolling that out. I did get the rolling pin from Hobby Lobby and it was cheap. I also got that tin from Hobby Lobby for like $2. I'm sure you could find these things at other places, maybe for cheaper, like the Dollar Tree, but that is where I went for my items. And as you can see, I'm just rolling it out. Not perfect, not good, because it started breaking, and then when I started breaking, I realized it started sticking, so I could no longer use this fondant. Now I could have just simply taken it, kneaded it, but I didn't want to. And here I was just telling you guys what happened. I'm gonna just do the voiceover because it was so much noise and I did not like how the sound was. But I just told you guys that I pretty much lost the one from yesterday, and I made another one after that video, and I'm going to use it for the cake, and I'm also going to show you guys the process of that. So continue to watch the video, and I will continue to let you guys know what I'm doing. Okay, it's the next day. As you can see, it looks a lot more flat, still a little rounded, but a lot more flat, and I applied that part of the fondant on camera. Now I saw the paneling method on someone's YouTube channel, and I'm gonna list the person who I saw it from, but then I was just like, I should have just did it the other way, because I feel like for me, just doing it all at once would have probably been easier. But here I am kneading again, because it was very hard. I'm just kneading it to get it back soft into the consistency that I need it to be. And I'm using here, what do you call that paper? Anyways, I'm using this because I didn't want it to stick to the counter. I had fear of it happening again, and I just did not want to keep making fondant because the party was the next day, and I needed it to just work out for me because I was just too stressed about it already. So yeah, just watch me finish kneading that and getting that ready, and then I'll explain what else I'm doing. Okay, so here, instead of starting it out in a ball, I'm just taking it in my hands and kind of making it like long ways, so that way it could be long, I guess. I don't even know what I did this for real. I don't even know why I did it, but I thought it would help because I was putting it around the cake. I definitely didn't do it long enough, and I didn't do that well, but I did try, and it was my first go. So I think next time I'll definitely do it better. I'm gonna be practicing more on the cakes that I do. And sorry for getting the camera, but I was just trying to work it, okay? And this time, instead of just leaving it in one spot, I'm kind of like flipping it and moving it different directions just to try to get it to where I need it to be. Now next time I will have a board, so it's gonna be like well, not super easy, but it's gonna be easier than just doing it by eyesight, because I am not a professional. I am new to it, and I definitely needed some help.
Okay, so I thought I got it to where I needed it to be, and I rolled it onto my little rolling thing, and then here you're gonna see me try to panel it on the cake. So, oh my god, as soon as I took it, unrolled it, I knew I was in for a world of trouble. I was just like, this is not gonna work. This does not look good. And then I came up short. Look at that. Look at that. Just a mess. A complete mess. It's horrible, y'all. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I just tore that part off, and then I decided I would just cut off the excess that was on the cake. So that's what you see me doing here with the knife. Thank God the cake was still hard and frozen, because I was able to do all of these things, but it definitely affected how the cake looked. It just looked a complete mess, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I was very stressed, and I had the nerve to roll it out and just cover it up instead of just taking the whole thing and re-rolling it out to where it'll panel it and measure it and all of those things. I was just kind of in a panic, so I just did what I thought was right. And here you'll see me trying to fix what I've messed up. So I know y'all see all that patchwork. Okay, I am pushing in, I'm cutting off, I'm trying to make it look better. The cake was kind of honestly getting a little soft. Because I guess I'm in South Louisiana and the temperature in the house plus the temperature outside did not work well with the cake. So I did have to chill it for a little while. But honestly, I don't think the imperfections were that bad because I did plan on covering them up. Okay, that right there, that's bad. That's bad. I'm not gonna lie to you. That don't look good. It looks like a door to my cake. But for a first time go, I don't think I did that bad until though until I did something crazy, something stupid. Like here, you just see me, just kind of cutting it off, which I should have used my pizza roller cutter thing that I have. Y'all, I mean, it's just honestly, I was kind of scared. But look what I'm gonna do. Watch this. Just messing up the cake. I'm gonna flip it over, right? Cause why you doing that? I saw this on YouTube. Y'all, look at how thick that buttercream is. And like now watching it back and looking at everything, I'm just like, oh my god, that looks horrible. Why is it so thick? Why is it so thick, girl? But I know next time. It's gonna be way better next time. So here I am, just flipping it back over. I don't know why I did that. I saw somebody do that on YouTube. It did not make a difference to the cake. But yeah. So like I said, it was kind of humid in my house. Y'all watch. Look. Boom. Messed up the cake. Like, y'all. It was a lie. It was a lie. I applaud you, cake bakers, who do this on a day-to-day basis, because this is a lie. So after I got irritated and was just over it, and I feel like I blended as much as I could, I knew that I would be covering the cake up some, so I just put it in the freezer. Well, not the freezer, in the fridge, and I just was like, I'm gonna deal with this tomorrow. I got bubbles, I got imperfections. I was over it. So I did the grass off camera, which is from a video that I saw. I also did the bricks. I had a mold that I just laid the fondant on and popped it off, and that was the bricks for me. And I didn't have all the things that I needed or wanted to have, because I was honestly like on a budget making this cake. So I did the best that I could with what I had. I took this this is actually for fondant, I guess, to do like some type of pattern, and I used it to look like a flower. And I just put like 3 or 4 flowers on the cake. So that's what you'll see me doing here, showing it to you guys, the pattern, and then applied some water on the back of the fondant and stuck it on the cake. Now I also did these little yellow bricks, and I'm gonna pipe some buttercream on the cake. Y'all, this was so stressful. I was just honestly discouraged because I felt like it didn't come out how I wanted it to or how I envisioned it to come out. My piping skills are not great, clearly, but I wanted to cover up that line that you could clearly see in the cake. I didn't want people to know how bad I messed up, so I went ahead and I did some piping to cover that. And I did put the buttercream in the freezer, so I had to defrost it, and it was a little liquidy, so I had to like reblend it, and it was so much, but I feel like it didn't come out that bad. So I'm just using what I got, and I'm just filling in the gaps, just to hide my imperfections, which I felt like really good when I was doing this part, because it made me feel like I was a professional, covering up those gaps. Oh. Get that. Clean that. You was getting too confident. Humble yourself. Calm it down a bit. I did clean that up. And yeah, the cake looked great. Now I also started doing his letters off screen, but this is what I was going off of. I did have to cut them out individually and put them into the fondant. That was like super stressful, but I felt like this was the best part of the cake. So I cut it out to like make it match and look like the picture, and I feel like I really did a good job. And this is the finished product. All of my sweat, no tears, but all of my sweat and my stress, and it came out great and everybody loved it. So yeah, guys, don't give up. Continue to do things, and if you're trying to save money and follow a budget, follow me as well because I'll be posting that. Bye.
Okay, so honest reviews about the cake, even if y'all don't like it. What y'all think? I give it a 10. You give it a 10?
But it was good. I don't like the white ice.
1 out of 5 stars. One out of 6. Oh, I got a 6. Okay, 1 out of 5 on the cake. What you think?
Wait, give me a piece. I don't like the ice.
Okay. 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Tomorrow you give it a 5?
Wait, give me a